Hi there, welcome to our video, which is a project that is conducted by the students from UiTM. So for today's video, it will be an activity that is conducted by focusing on a few aspects. For instance, first, this video was created in hoping that it will expose the community to the chemical engineering program interactively. So what is pH? I'm sure most of you guys know what is pH already by now, but for those who are still in the dark, pH is actually a measurement that we use to measure the acidity or the alkalinity of a substance. For a substance that has a pH value of 7, it's a neutral, and for a substance that has a value of 1 to 6 pH, it's an acid, and for 8 to 12, it's a base. So this is basic pH. And you guys, I hope you can understand this because this is very important throughout the video. So for this activity, we will be using daily life objects, which is red cabbage. So the red cabbage will be the main ingredient in dictating the pH without using the laboratory pH indicator. So this activity is done in an experiment in a video form, which is very simple and easy to make. In hoping that it will cultivate interest among the community. So with that being said, we would like to name our video Wonders of Everyday Items. So I hope by the end of the video, you guys would like to try the activity at home with adult supervision, of course, for those who are under the age of 12.
Hello everyone, my name is Amir Rashid. Before we move on to the next segment, I would like to outline some of the objectives of this experimental demonstration video. So, the first objective is to educate the public community about the fields of chemistry and physics. Furthermore, the objective of this video is to share knowledge and information related to the fields of chemistry to the public community. And lastly, this video also aims to educate the public community about other simple ways to determine the pH value of various substances in our daily life using natural ingredients. Okay, now let's proceed to the theory part. Did you guys know what is pH indicator? A pH indicator, or also known as an acid-base indicator, is a chemical compound that changes color in the presence of an acid or base. Normally, the indicator will change into a variety of color depending on the pH of the solution it is testing. Yeah, I know, some of you must be very familiar with this litmus paper, right? But today, we want to share an interesting experiment for you guys to try at home. As mentioned before, we will show you guys how to make a red cabbage pH indicator. But before that, did you guys know how a red cabbage can work as a pH indicator? This is because a red cabbage contains a water-soluble pigment in its leaf called anthocyanide that changes color when it is mixed with an acid or base. The pigment turns red in an acidic environment with a pH less than 7, and the pigment turns bluish-green in an alkaline environment with a pH greater than 7.
By using everyday household items, we can now run an experiment to determine its pH level. Here I am assisted by two of my peers, Khalid and Shafiq. Thus, we can start our experiments.
So right now we are going to prepare for the red cabbage solution as the pH indicator. So one of the things that we need to do is we need to prepare the items. So the first thing is plain water, a jug, a plain cloth, a knife, a red cabbage, chopping board, and also a blender. So right now we take this red cabbage. We might need to cut into half first. So cut it just like that. And then what we're gonna do with this half cabbage is we need to cut into chunks. So after we cut all this into chunk pieces, we might need a blender. So take this blender, open it up, take all these chunks of cabbage, red cabbage, and put it inside the blender. Okay, so what we're gonna do is take this plain water and pour it into the blender. Just take it into the half of the blender size. Close it up. So make sure that the blender is turned on. So you're gonna do, okay, and then we blend it. And then after we blend all this red cabbage, we might need to prepare the jug and also a piece of cloth to make the preparation for filtration. So take this cloth, put it like this. So what we're gonna need to do is take the blended of the red cabbage, open it up into the jug. So this piece of cloth is used to filter all these small pieces of red cabbage, and we might use only the solution of the red cabbage. This may take a while. There we go. We have the red cabbage solution.
So now we will make our basic and base solution. So the first thing that we need is sodium bicarbonate, soda bicarbonate. Next, toothpaste. Next, plain water, lime, and vinegar. So first, we take a spoon of sodium bicarbonate, and solute it with water. Make sure it dissolves. Next, toothpaste. So same with before. A spoon of toothpaste. Plain water. Lime. Squeeze. Solute it with water. And lastly, vinegar. A spoon of vinegar. So that's it for our ACM based solution.
So after the preparation that has been done by my lovely teammates, which is Shafiq and Falik, thank you. So now we have the pH indicator mixture, which is made out of red cabbage, and the acid and bases mixture. Except for this one, this isn't acid and base mixture, it's pure, it's plain water. It is here as our control for the experiment. So now we will pour this pH indicator mixture into each of these respective cups, and we will see the color changes happening in real time. So first, the soda bicarbonate mixture. Next, the toothpaste mixture. And then we have the normal water mixture, the lime mixture, and the vinegar mixture. So based on the experiments, here is the color changes that are happening to our mixture. First, for the soda bicarbonate, we have a green mixture. It's because the pH is at 10, and for the toothpaste, it's a little bit bluish, so it's at 8. And this is our water, it's at 7. And for lime, we have 2 at pH 2, and for our vinegar, it's at pH 1. So this indication is important for pH determination. As you can see here, this is our neutral, and as we go into the stronger base, it will change its hue to green. So for this, we have a mixture of green and blue. So it's a little bit bluish, it's a little bit purple and greenish. As we go down to a stronger acid, we have a very red mixture as the strongest acid, and here we have maroon and pinkish color. So it's a combination between purple and red.
So why did the red cabbage solution change color? This is due to the pH level of the chemical added that ranges from 0 to 14, indicating whether a chemical is acidic or basic. So, a lower pH value indicates a chemical that is more acidic, and inversely, a pH value that is higher indicates a more basic solution. With a neutral solution of 7 pH, the pH value is determined by the number of hydrogen or hydroxide molecules in the solution, with high hydrogen for acids and high hydroxide for bases. For an unknown chemical, a pH indicator is used to determine the acidity or alkalinity by how it changes color. So, the pigment in the red cabbage is called anthocyanin, and when it is exposed to hydrogen or hydroxide molecules, the molecules of the indicator change shape and reflect light of a different shade. For red color, it indicates acidic chemicals like vinegar, and green for basic chemicals like sodium bicarbonate.
Here, I would like to explain about the safety precautions in this experiment. As you can see in the experimental video, our group members wear a lab coat and a pair of gloves while doing the experiment. It is necessary when handling the chemicals that contain high alkaline and acidic content. A lab coat can protect our clothes from stain while doing the experiment, and the glove can protect our hand from the chemical. With these safety precautions, this is a fun experiment that can be done at home to show the pH level of everyday item.